Hello student, we already started with the chapter acid, base and salt. So let's learn what is acid, what is base and what is salt. Now what is acid? We already discussed that acids are sour in taste. It produces H, that is hydroion, turn blue litmus paper into red. Acid plus metal salt plus hydro gas conducts and electricities are corrosive, that is acid rain, and the pH is less than 7, that is the potential of hydrogen or the power of hydrogen is less than 7 in acid. So we already know that acid is sour in taste. What are the example of acids? So where we can find acids? We can find acids in vinegar, lemon juice, orange juice, curd, amla, black tea, apple juice, unripe mangoes, etc. About acid. So where we find acid? In curd. Curd means dahi, lemon juice, orange juice, vinegar. They taste sour in taste. The substance tastes sour because they contain acid. If the taste is sour, that means that there is a presence of acid. The chemical nature of this substance is acidic. We all know that the chemical nature will be acidic if it is sour in taste. The word acid has been arrived from a Latin word acer, which means sour. It is arrived from a Latin word. And the acid in which the substance are natural acids. What are the name of acids? We have different types of acid. One is hydrochloric acid, that is found in stomach. We have sulfuric acid, that is in car batteries. Nitric acid, that are explosive. We have carbonic acid, that are in soda, that is in soda. We get citric acid that we find in lemon and oranges. We have lactic acid that is found in curd. We have absorbic acid that is in amla, citrus fruit. So there are different types of acid, and this type of acid are found in different things. What is base? What is base? Base taste is bitter. The taste of base is always bitter, kadwa. They are soapy to touch. They are soapy. Water-soluble base are called alkalis. All alkalis are base, but all base are not alkalis. It turns the red litmus paper into blue. And the pH, that is the power of hydrogen, is always greater than 7. Example of base. So where you find base? You find base in detergent. You can find in baking soda. You can find in the drain cleaners. You can find in antacid. You can find in lemon water or milk of magnesia. About base. What is base? Baking soda tastes sour. What is its taste? Since it is not taste sour, it means that it is not acid. If the things are not sour in taste, but it is bitter in taste, that it means it is base. If it is bitter in taste, it is a base. If you rub the solution between the finger, just take a baking soda, you will find easily in your home, and if you rub this solution between your finger, you will feel soapy and touching. Then we know that it is a base. The nature of such substance is an add to a basic. Where you will find the name of bases and where you will found. First is sodium hydroxide that you find in soap, that is aluminum hydroxide that you find in your deodorants. There are calcium hydroxide that you will find in your lime water, magnesium hydroxide that you find in milk of magnesia. So these are the name of the base and where it is found. Now there are strong base and there are weak base. The weak bases are potassium carbonate, sodium carbonate, amino, and strong base are sodium hydroxide, sodium phosphorus, barium hydroxide or calcium hydroxide. Now, natural indicator. I have already said there are few natural indicators. These natural indicators help us to find out which is acid and which is base. The first natural indicator that we are going to learn is litmus. You will find the litmus paper. If you take a litmus paper and if it turns in red, then we can say it is acidic. If it turns in blue, then we can say it is a base. So just take a litmus paper, and litmus paper will help you to find the solution in the form. You can find the litmus paper strips. They are generally available in red and blue color. Now, these are the example of natural indicators. First, we already discussed the litmus paper, then turmeric, that is your haldi, the photo in the red flower, that is known as China rose, and last is the pH. Now, neutralization. What is neutralization? When an acidic solution is mixed with a basic solution, then both solutions neutralize the effect of each other. If we take one acid and if we take one other solution of base, and if both is combined, the acid solution and the base solution are combined, then this solution neutralize the effect of each other. So the reaction between an acid and a base is known as neutralization. When acid plus base both combine, and then this process or the reaction of this both is known as neutralization. Salt and water are produced in this process. Then there is a chemical formula that acid plus base, then what we will get? We will get salt plus water. Let's take an example. First we take an hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, and plus sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH. Then we will get sodium hydroxide, that is NaCl plus water. NaCl means your salt, sodium hydroxide means your salt, plus water. Water is H2O. Now, neutralization in daily life. Where you will find neutralization in daily life? So first is indigestion. If your food does not digest in your stomach, then it creates an indigestion. So in stomachs produce too much of hydrochloric acid. We know that in our body, if there is too much of hydrochloric acid, then acidity is created in your body. This causes indigestion. It can be neutralized by taking antacid like milk of magnesia, that is magnesium hydroxide, which is a base. If you get acidity in your stomach, then you can take milk of magnesia, and milk of magnesia is a basic. Now, ant sting. What happens if some ant bite you? When ant bite you, it injects formic acid. What it injects in our body? Formic acid. And whenever an ant bite you, it creates a bite that injects formic acid in our body, and this can be neutralized. If we want to get neutralized, we can use a baking soda or we can use a calamine lotion. Again, baking soda and calamine lotions are basic. Now, soil treatment. What is soil treatment? Soil treatment means plant do not grow well if the soil has too much of acid or base. If in the soil, if there is too much of acid, then plant will not grow, or if there is too much of base also, then also plant will not grow. So, to neutralize the effect of acid or base, what we need to do? If the soil is too much of acid, it can be neutralized by quicklime. It can be neutralized by adding a quicklime, that is calcium oxide or slackline, right, which is a base. And if the soil is base, then we can neutralize by adding an organic material which release acid. Now, last is the factory wastage. Factory wastage which are sent into water bodies contain acid which can kill fishes and other organisms. It can be neutralized by adding a basic substance. So if the factory removes the waste and if it is gone in the river or in the sea, then this acid will kill the fishes that are staying in the sea. So to neutralize this effect, so we can put some basic substance in the water so the fish and other animals are not killed due to the acid. So this is the completion of your chapter number 6, that is acid, base and salt. Hope it is clear to you. Thank you.